My name is Daniel Wynn, and by day I invest in sports cards, but by night I make videos about investing in sports cards. I am the great curator. Join me on my journey to break even in the hobby that we all love.
Hello everyone, I'm the Great Curator and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time that you guys are visiting, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. The reason I make these videos is for education. This is my fun and creative way to kind of give back to the community by sharing my opinions, my perspective, and my insight with you guys on these topics and issues that I'm discussing. It's my sincere hope that you guys will find value in these videos and continue to support this channel. This is also a way for me to kind of use the YouTube platform to spread my message of positivity and civility within the hobby. I believe that if we come together as a community and set a very high standard of conduct and civility that we hold each other accountable to, we will weed out all the bad actors that are currently trying to ruin our hobby, and we will be better off for it. We can be gentlemen investors, we can be lady investors, and we can do it very easily. All we have to do is just be kind, nice, respectful, and honest to each other. Super easy, guys. We should be doing these things anyways, but if we do it and we hold each other accountable to these standards, I believe that our community will be stronger, the hobby will grow, and the values of our cards will rise. So hopefully you guys will support this message. This is my mission statement. This is why I make these videos. Please support me. You can do that by subscribing, sharing, liking these videos, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. Thank you. Welcome back to another episode, guys. Today's video, I'm gonna tell you guys some big news. I guess it's big news, but I'm starting to wonder if it's good news or bad news. I haven't decided yet. But anyways, the news is that I just got approved to be an official seller on the Whatnot platform. So this is like, I guess it's a good thing because a lot of people have been asking me to go onto Whatnot the last few months. I know a lot of my friends who are on there who are doing very well. So I think it's a good news, but I just got finished with the onboarding session that they make you go through. It's like an orientation to tell you how to sell. And now I'm starting to rethink whether this whole Whatnot commitment is right for me. And I'll tell you guys why. But you know, if you don't know what Whatnot is, basically this is not a plug. They don't sponsor this video, but basically it's just another marketplace where you can buy collectibles. It's mainly for buying, not for selling unless you get approved to be a seller. And the process to be approved can be quite lengthy. It took me probably about 4, maybe 5 months to get approved to be a seller on Whatnot. You have to send in an application. They kind of vet you by checking out your social media. They check out your eBay history, things like that. And then they send you an invitation later on. So it took me about 5 months to get on there. So it's very exclusive in that sense. But as a buyer, you can just sign on their platform today if you want to, and you just basically, what it is like people hold live auctions. So it's similar to eBay in terms of you put your stuff out there and people can bid on it, but the process is much more condensed, meaning that, you know, instead of like when we use eBay as a comparison, instead of like having a 5-day auction or 7-day auction, Whatnot is like a live auction. They usually last for about 1 minute. You can adjust the time. You can make it like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, but generally it's either 1 minute or sometimes they even do like 30 seconds, right? And there is like extended bidding when somebody bids on a product, so it's not like sudden death, but it's quick. It's a live show and it happens. So that's the distinction between Whatnot and eBay, and the you know, the opportunities there. I know for myself, being a buyer on there, is that if you go into a live auction room, you're only competing against the people that are in that room with you. So there could be 10 people, there could be 100 people, whatever it is, you're only competing against those people who are streaming it from their phone, so they might not even pay attention if they're watching it. Whereas with eBay, you're competing against everybody who has a chance to view that listing, right? Or who's watching the listing. With Whatnot, it's much more condensed period. It's like lightning rounds, basically. So that's kind of exciting and kind of fun to be a part of. And you can find actually really good deals. You know, if people are not bidding these prices up, you can snatch things for really good deals, which is a concern of mine now being a seller, which I'll get into. But that's basically the Whatnot platform. You'll have to pay tax on it, you have to pay shipping, but everything is done very streamlined. So basically, you put your bid in, you win an auction, and then the seller is supposed to send you that item, you know, within a few days. So that's what that's the whole concept behind Whatnot. And you can sell anything on Whatnot. You know, you could sell vintage clothes, you could sell records, you could sell toys, sports cards, comic books, whatever. You know, if you guys follow me, I'll be selling all my stuff. I won't be just selling sports cards. I'll be selling sports cards, Marvel cards, DC cards, Funko Pops, toys, whatever I have laying around my house. I will be selling that on Whatnot. So that should be fun. I think that will kind of differentiate me from a lot of other people on that platform, just because I'll have very eclectic items from the Great Curator's vault that I will be releasing to the public, so you guys can check that out. Things that I don't necessarily sell at card shows. When I go to card shows, I usually bring like high-end cards, expensive cards, or super rare cards. I don't bring a lot of like the common cards that I may have, or just things that just don't fit in my case, because I limit myself to about 80 cards per show. So this will be a good chance for me to kind of get move a lot of that inventory that I just don't bring to shows on Whatnot, and other things too that I like to sell of mine. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about it. But anyways, getting to the point of what this video is, I'm feeling pressure, guys. After that first orientation session I had with them, they tell you how to use the platform and all that, but then they also tell you, this is very sly what they do, and I hope that they don't get mad at me if they ever watch this video, but they set expectations for what they expect out of you as a seller. And they had these two slides, and one side said an average seller on Whatnot does one stream a week and makes $10,000 a week. That selling $10,000 worth of stuff in a week, that's a lofty goal, okay, in itself, right? But then that was just the average seller. They said a good seller on Whatnot streams 1 to 3 times a week and makes $10,000 per stream. So they're expecting me to make, you know, they say their definition of a good seller would be somebody who pulls in about 30 grand on this streaming service, right? On this platform a week. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I thought this was just gonna be like something fun I could do for all my followers. Like, hey, let's have a Whatnot party. Let's, you know, sell this. I could do it maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, or once a month or something like that. Like, no pressure, just like eBay, right? You sign up and you can post things whenever you want. I didn't think there was going to be this expectation that I make this a very consistent thing. So I basically signed up for like another job, basically. And I'm thinking to myself, oh man, this is what did I get myself into? This is a big commitment. They want me to stream at least once a week, if not more times per week. And I'm expected to generate this type of revenue. Number one, it's like, the time commitment involved is a little bit scary for me, because I do so many other things. I do 2 slabs on Tuesday with you guys. I do Friday Night Live. I try to make 2 videos just like this per week. I might have to go to one of those too, just to kind of cut back. And then I'm trying to do like live unboxings here and there. And now I've committed myself to do a Whatnot stream. Oh man, I'm just like, maybe I'm taking on too much too fast. I don't know. Okay, but that scares me. Okay. Number 2, the inventory that I will have to get to be able to sell on Whatnot. It's like, what am I gonna do? I don't have that much stuff, right? So I gotta go buy things to try to flip, basically, on Whatnot, which I'm not too crazy about doing. Or maybe I've got to open boxes and become a breaker, which I'm definitely not really interested in doing. I mean, maybe a little bit for fun, but nothing like what those guys have been doing. So like the logistics of it, well, the inventory side is a little bit scary. And then the logistics of it is like, let's just say I do all that. Let's just say I can stream. Let's just say I do kill it and I sell a lot of stuff. Now I have to deal with the logistics of it, where I have to ship all this stuff to everybody. And I'm thinking to myself, what if I sell like 1 card and I gotta ship that one card to somebody, right? Or if I sell a bunch of stuff and I have to ship it in a big box. So the logistics is gonna be a nightmare. One good thing about Whatnot though is that they do, apparently they do print out all the labels for you, so they make it very easy. So all you have to do is just package it. But still, it's going to be a lot of work. So, and I don't even know like what the profit margin would be to make it worthwhile for me to do something like this, right? It just kind of depends. So this is another thing we got to talk about. Like, let's just say I put something on there and it's like $100 card, and I start the auction off at $1. And what happens if it goes for 10 bucks? Oh, I'm, you know, out of luck, right? So that's making me very nervous too, because I don't want to put my really good stuff on the platform only because I don't have enough people in the room to basically give it away, right? So that's scary in that sense. And then here's the other thing that they put a lot of pressure on is that they don't, you know, your show, the show that I produce on Whatnot, it's not like advertised, right? Where everybody can do, well, it's not really widely advertised. So the show is mainly going to be based off of how many people follow my account on Whatnot. How many people are following me, so that when I go live and I promote it, they see it and they jump in. But what happens if I can't build my following? Right now I have 17 people that are following me on Whatnot. Hopefully I can get it up, you know, but right now I got 17 people. So out of those 17 people, what happens if like 10 of them join the room? They're gonna get the best deals ever because there's gonna be no competition, right? So I'm very nervous about that, because that puts pressure on me to build another social media account, basically. I mean, I've worked so hard to build my Instagram, to build my YouTube, to get guys to follow me. Now I have to do it again on another platform. So all this stuff is like hitting me. Maybe I should have known this before I signed up and agreed to do this, but now that I went through that onboarding and now that they kind of threw it all at me, I'm thinking to myself, oh man, what did I get myself into, right? You know, and then if I do this and I don't do well on it, I feel like that's gonna hurt my reputation too, right? So I'm committed to at least try it for a few times and see if I can get anything done with it. I think that on the positive side, I think that if I can figure out the formula to do well on the Whatnot platform, it could be it could be a great option to sell things, because it's much more streamlined. So like with eBay, the reason I don't sell things on eBay is for a couple reasons. Number one, it's very tedious for me to list things on eBay, to let it sit there for a week or whatever, and then, you know, go through the whole process of people bidding it up and selling it, right? It's very tedious for me, so that's why I don't do it. Plus, eBay's return policy, I just don't like to get messed around with, where people are returning things or they're shield bidding me and things like that. So that's why I don't sell a lot of things on eBay. I have MySlabs that I use, but MySlabs is also, it's not very user-friendly in terms of listing cards online, so I don't list a whole bunch of my inventory there. So I can see the value with Whatnot, where it's just, I'm streaming, I just put it in front of there. I have to make a little listing for it, but that's very minimal. But basically I just put it in front of the camera and let people bid on it. So it saves time in that regard, it's less tedious, but it is more of a commitment, and it's like, it's very unpredictable. So I don't know, guys. I'm a little bit nervous, but I thought I would make this video to try to let you guys know what Whatnot is, just in case you haven't experienced it yet, and maybe I can document my process going through this. So, you know, if you guys wanted to be a Whatnot seller, you can kind of see what I'm doing, and maybe either copy that or don't do it if I'm making mistakes, and we'll see where this journey leads me. Maybe it'll be a huge success, and this will be one of the main ways that I sell my inventory, or maybe it will be a huge failure, and everybody will, you know, talk trash about me for a long time. I don't know. I've never really seen myself as like a reseller in this regard, where I'm like flipping things this quick. I've always been more like, I like to go to card shows, I like to sell things there. I like to wheel and deal in person at card shows. So doing this online, this is definitely out of my comfort zone for sure, but I thought it would be interesting to just to try it out, and then you know, we can make some interesting content around this. Anyways, okay, so that's basically it, guys. That's the big announcement. The Great Curator is on Whatnot now, so please, if you want to follow me, if you want to support me, please add me on Whatnot. Download the Whatnot app, add me on there, follow me so that you can see when I do the streams and you guys can join in. And if you don't have to buy anything, just if you want to join in and see the train wreck as it happens, it's probably going to be a shit show, you know, but like, you guys can come in there and watch. Just please follow me if you can. I will put a link in the description of this video where you can sign up if you don't have an account, and if you sign up under that link, I think you get like $10 for free off your first purchase. So, you know, maybe you can get some free stuff for that. So please try to support me. I would greatly appreciate it. Just to let you know, I will have a lot of cool stuff. I'll open some vintage packs. I'll have wrestling cards, Marvel cards, comic related stuff, Star Wars, sports cards, action figures, toys, collectibles. I'm gonna have it all, guys, all right? Because that's how crazy my collection is. So it's not gonna be focused on one thing. And I don't know if I'm gonna do separate live streams or if I'm gonna just put it all out there and just have everybody have a free-for-all. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. Maybe I'll make, once I figure it out, maybe I'll make a follow-up video where I can tell you guys what's going on so you know what to expect. But definitely, I will have a lot of cool stuff, and I can almost guarantee most people on the Whatnot app will not have a lot of the things that I'm presenting on there. So look for that. I think at least the first time we do it, it could be fun, it could be a party. We'll make a whole event out of it. But please support me, please add me on Whatnot, and please share it with your friends and anybody that you know that would enjoy it, so that I can just kind of build that following on there. So when I do go live, which will probably be in a couple weeks from the time of this video, they will send out like an alert for you guys, so that you guys know and you can join it, okay? But you can only get that alert if you are following me on the Whatnot app, okay, guys? So there it is. We'll see how it goes, guys. I'm super nervous, to be honest. I'm super nervous, and I'm already thinking of ways to back out of this. Like, what can I tell the Whatnot people to back out of this? You know, what did I get myself into? Whatever it is, guys. I'll do it at least one time, and we'll see what happens. It's either three things can happen. It's either I do very well, or I break even, which would be great, or I lose a ton of money. So we'll see, guys. Please let me do well. Anyways, that's it, guys. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I will see you in the next video after I post the Dallas Card Show. Okay, guys? See you later.
I'm the great curator, the ultimate gentleman investor. Yeah, the great curator always stays till the gold digging hour. So watch out, all you bad actors, 'cause you don't